How does the most expensive horse in the United States, valued at over $7 million, live? Today, we'll dive into the luxurious life of this extraordinary horse, from lavish accommodations to top-notch care. Stick around to see how a $7 million horse spends its days. Make sure to like, subscribe, and check the description for more equestrian content. Starting our list at number 10, we have Padron. Born in 1977, Padron quickly gained a reputation for his exceptional beauty, conformation, and charisma. In 1981, he was sold for a record-breaking $1 million, cementing his status as one of the most valuable horses in the world. As a show horse, Padron traveled globally, competing in prestigious events and capturing audiences' hearts with his grace and elegance. His commanding presence in the arena earned him numerous titles and accolades. When not competing, Padron lived a life of luxury and adoration. He resided in a state-of-the-art facility with spacious, well-ventilated stalls and access to the finest feed and care. His daily routine included regular grooming, exercise, and pampering from his dedicated team. As a breeding stallion, Padron's influence on the Arabian breed was immense. He sired hundreds of champion offspring, many of whom became successful show horses and breeding stock, despite his career being tragically cut short by a heart attack at 18. At number 9, we have Maiden City, a striking dark bay thoroughbred sold to Sheikh Mohammed bin Rashid Al Maktoum's bloodstock manager, John Ferguson, for $1.7 million at the Keeneland September yearling sale. With exceptional pedigree from King Bamboo and Crown of Crimson, Maiden City's sale price reflected high expectations for his future success. As a member of Sheikh Mohammed's prestigious Godolphin racing stable, Maiden City enjoyed every luxury and opportunity to succeed. He was trained by top professionals and received the finest care, including state-of-the-art facilities, expert veterinary attention, and a carefully designed nutrition plan. Despite high expectations, Maiden City's racing performance did not match his potential. He raced sparingly and did not achieve the success hoped for. Nevertheless, his life off the track was one of comfort and privilege. Housed in luxurious stables with spacious stalls, top-quality bedding, and access to expansive pastures, Maiden City enjoyed a daily routine of regular exercise, grooming, and socialization. At number 8, we have Seattle Dancer, a striking dark bay colt who made history in 1985 when he was sold for a record-breaking $13.1 million at the Keeneland July selected yearling sale. With an impeccable pedigree from Nijinsky II and My Charmer, Seattle Dancer's sale price reflected his enormous potential. Though his racing career was brief and not as successful as hoped, Seattle Dancer found his true calling as a stud. Retired to Coolmore Stud in Ireland, he lived a life of luxury and privilege, housed in a spacious, well-appointed stall with access to lush PCA wastures and top-quality feed. His daily routine included regular exercise, grooming, and veterinary care to ensure he remained in peak condition for breeding. Seattle Dancer's offspring were highly sought after, and he commanded substantial stud fees. His progeny achieved great success in racing and breeding, cementing his legacy as a sire of winners and influential broodmare sire. In his later years, Seattle Dancer enjoyed a peaceful retirement surrounded by the lush green fields of Ireland, receiving regular visits from admirers and breeders. At number 7, we have MHS Going Global, a stunning Irish sport horse sold to Greek heiress Athena Onassis for $13.5 million in 2015. The talented gelding had already achieved great success in show jumping, but his partnership with Athena took his career to new heights. Under Athena's ownership and the guidance of top trainers, MHS Going Global continued to shine in competitions worldwide. The pair competed at the highest levels, tackling challenging courses with skill, power, and finesse. When not competing, MHS Going Global lived a life of luxury, receiving the best care and attention from his dedicated team. He resided in a state-of-the-art stable with spacious, well-ventilated stalls and access to top-quality feed and supplements. His training regimen was carefully designed to keep him in peak physical and mental condition, with regular veterinary care, massage, and therapeutic treatments. At number 6, we have Palloubet D'Halong, a magnificent self-franchised gelding sold for an astonishing $15 million. Under the skilled guidance of Australian rider Edwina Tops Alexander, Palloubet D'Halong continued to shine in competitions worldwide, forming an incredible partnership with Edwina. The pair competed at the highest levels of the sport, navigating challenging courses with grace, power, and precision. They earned numerous victories and accolades along the way. When not competing, Palloubet D'Halong lived a life of luxury, receiving the best care and attention from his dedicated team. Housed in a state-of-the-art stable with spacious, well-ventilated stalls and access to top-quality feed and supplements, his training regimen was carefully designed to keep him in peak condition. Regular veterinary care, massage, and other therapeutic treatments ensured his continued health and well-being. At number 5, we have the Green Monkey, a striking colt with a unique green tinge to his coat, sold at auction for a staggering $16 million in 2006. Despite high expectations, the Green Monkey's racing career did not live up to the hype, failing to win a single race in his 3 starts. Though his racing career was a disappointment, the Green Monkey's life off the track was one of comfort and luxury. Retired to a beautiful farm in Florida, he spent his days grazing on lush pastures and enjoying the warm sunshine. His owners spared no expense in ensuring his well-being, providing him with top-quality feed, regular veterinary care, and a team of dedicated staff. Despite the best efforts of his caregivers, the Green Monkey's health began to decline in his later years, developing laminitis, a painful and debilitating condition. His team worked tirelessly to keep him comfortable, but ultimately, he was humanely euthanized to prevent further suffering. At number 4, we have Totilas, a stunning Dutch warmblood stallion sold for a record-breaking $21 million. Under the guidance of his rider Edward Gall, Totilas achieved numerous victories and set world records in dressage competitions worldwide. His fluid movements, impeccable timing, and effortless power made him a favorite among judges and fans. When not competing, Totilas lived a life of luxury, receiving the best possible care and attention. He resided in a state-of-the-art stable with spacious, well-ventilated stalls and access to top-quality feed and supplements. His training regimen was carefully designed to keep him in peak condition, with regular massage, chiropractic, and therapeutic treatments. Despite his success, Totilas struggled with hoof inflammation, leading to his retirement from competition. Though no longer performing at the highest levels, he remained a beloved figure in the dressage community. Sadly, Totilas passed away in 2020 due to complications from colic. At number 3, we have Sherif Dancer, a handsome bay stallion sold for an impressive $40 million. Sherif Dancer had a successful racing career, winning several prestigious races and earning substantial prize money. As a stud, he lived a life of luxury, residing on a beautiful farm with spacious, well-appointed stalls and access to the finest feeding and care. Sherif Dancer's progeny were highly sought after, and he commanded substantial stud fees. His offspring inherited his speed, strength, and beauty, achieving success in their own right. Tragically, Sherif Dancer's life was cut short by a severe leg fracture. Despite the best efforts of his veterinary team, he was humanely euthanized. At number 2, we have Fusaichi Pegasus, once the most expensive horse in the world, sold for an astonishing $70 million as a yearling. Fusaichi Pegasus quickly proved his worth by winning the Kentucky Derby in 2000. As a stud, he resided in the lush green pastures of Kentucky, treated like royalty. His days were filled with pampering and attention from dedicated staff, ensuring his every need was met. Housed in a spacious, well-ventilated stall, Fusaichi Pegasus had access to the finest feed and care. His primary role was to produce the next generation of champions, with his progeny achieving great success on the racetrack. In 2020, Fusaichi Pegasus retired from breeding, enjoying peace and tranquility in retirement. At number 1, we have Justify, the Triple Crown winner, sold for a staggering $75 million. Justify resides in the rolling hills of Kentucky, enjoying a life of luxury and pampering. As a stud, his primary role is to produce the next generation of champion racehorses. Housed in a state-of-the-art breeding facility, Justify receives a carefully designed diet and exercise regimen to keep him in peak condition. His spacious, well-appointed stall features deep, soft bedding and ample room to move. Despite early retirement due to a leg injury, Justify remains a valuable asset in thoroughbred breeding. His progeny are highly sought after, and he commands substantial stud fees. Thanks for watching our look into how the most expensive horse in the United States lives. If you enjoyed this video, Please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel for more fascinating equestrian content. Stay tuned for our next video, and thanks again for watching.